Hello, I'm Sam from Solid State Logic and welcome to this next Load Series video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the group edit in the automation system.
SSL group edit mode allows the engineer to populate changes across multiple scenes in a show with either relative changes to values or absolute input values. Scene groups are distinguished by their colours. To place a scene into a group, touch one of the colour boxes in the group configuration page. This is now the colour for that scene group and will appear in the scene list group box. The colour bar above the automation LCD will also light to show the group colour of the currently selected scene. To create another group, simply repeat this process with a different colour. A shortcut to quickly apply changes to all scenes in the show is to tap the group column heading until it turns all the scene groups blue. This will override any specific colour groups and propagate changes to every scene in the automation list. The group button on the master tile defines whether or not changes made to the active scene are also made to any scenes grouped with it. Press the group button to activate group mode. The button will flash in the colour of the group being worked on. Any changes made from the point at which group mode was engaged will be applied to the active scene and all scenes in the group when the store button is pressed. Alternatively, if changes have been made since firing the scene and need to be populated to the group, press and hold the group button till the group indicator stays a solid colour. This will carry over all changes made both before and after the group button was engaged when the store button is pressed. Let's take a look at this in action. A simple way to show the system working is with fader moves. Currently, all faders are set at 0 dB across all 10 of our scenes. Firstly, I will place scenes 1 to 5 in the red group by selecting each scene and assigning its colour. Now I will enter Group Edit by pressing the Group button on the master tile. Note the colour coding on the Group button. For this change, I will use Absolute Mode so all parameters are populated at the same values across the group. Using Path Link, I will now place all the faders on tile 1 at +10 dB and press Store. We can test the changes by firing from scene 1 to 6. Scenes 1 to 5 will now display the new fader values and scene 6 will have its previous 0 dB value. Next, I will place scenes 6 to 10 in the yellow group. In this group, I will place all faders at -10 dB. Note that I'm using the second group edit mode by pressing and holding the group button on the master tile, as I made the changes before enabling the group. Using absolute mode, I will store this change. We can test the changes by firing from scenes 1 to 10. Scenes 1 to 5 will now display +10 dB, and scenes 6 to 11 will display with -10 dB. Now let's test relative mode. Firstly, I will fire scene 1, then enable the all group mode by touching the group column header until the group colours go blue. I will enable group edit and relative mode on the master tile. I will now set all the faders at 0 dB using Path Link and press Store. We can test the relative changes by firing from scenes 1 to 10. Scenes 1 to 5 will now display at 0 dB as they were previously at +10, and scenes 6 to 10 will display at -20 dB as they were set at -10.
Remember, you can practice all of these features on our offline editor Salsa. Thank you for watching.